Hola, buenos días, es Nico.
Get y'all kids, cause I'm gonna fuck somebody's son.
So today, sorry, this video is going up a little late on Patreon because this is YouTube early access. Essentially there was a hurricane, so all of my shit got delayed because I'm not about to film a YouTube video in the middle of a hurricane. Come on. But yeah, let's get on to the topic. As per usual, the only thing I'm going to shout out is my Patreon. If you like this kind of content, if you want to support the channel, make sure to follow me on Patreon at patreon.com/Nicosaesthetics. Other than that, all social media, boop, 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 at the bottom in the description box below. There we go. Also, dark spots going away. We love to see it. But let's get on to the actual topic. So today I'm going to be here talking about the music industry and gay musicians and the downside / backfire of sex appeal. So, this originally started because somebody made a tweet a good minute ago, Christian something. I actually have to do some hunting to find this man's, to find this man's at for a specific reason. I had to basically say, who is that one gay singer on Twitter that, is known for twerking? And that's when I got people DMing me going, oh, it's him. And I found him. His name is Christian. But yeah, essentially Christian made a tweet about Saucy Santana not being signed and how the homophobia within the music industry is real, which I'm not going to lie about. You know, it is. It's interesting because the music industry is basically ran by gay people. Well, the LGBT community in particular, we have a very high pull in the music industry, and a lot of artists are queer and or gay, just undercover because of homophobia. But there's a thing about Saucy Santana. I don't like that he was used as the reason of why homophobia exists. I mean, if you want to look at homophobia in the music industry, we could look at Lil Nas X, but Saucy Santana is transphobic, he's ableist, he goes off at the mouth. Just because somebody has a hot song on Twitter does not mean that they are going to be the next it thing. If you're gay. Let's put it that way, if you're gay. Because at this point, Saucy Santana is signed to a label. It's just he's a liability because of all of his shenanigans, you know? So, once again, I don't think that was the proper excuse, but I do think that this topic should be looked into more, especially when we're looking at how gay musicians tend to advertise themselves. I mean, if we look at the general support of the community, I had to do some hunting because a lot of these bitches, I don't know their names. I only recognize them from, oh, that's the guy that posts thirst traps to sell his music, to let us know that he has a single coming out. He's twerking to his song, that thing. So essentially, most gay musicians tend to go the hypersexual sex kitten route that female rappers go. But they don't realize that ostracizes the core demographic of listeners of music. Because, once again, the LGBT community is a minority. The Black LGBT community is a minority within a minority. So you're pandering to a minority within a minority that isn't going to always rock with your music just because it might not be their taste in music. And you're using your sex appeal to market instead, when that doesn't necessarily do anything for your music either. As in, I've seen multiple tweets about music, they have their song linked in it, they have a preview of the song, they have the whole song sometimes, and it gets 30, 50, maybe 300 likes, if we're being generous, 300 likes on a post. But if they're twerking, if they're bouncing their dick to the song, if they're doing sexual grinding, 1,800 likes, 2,000, 3,000 likes. So it really goes to the point of, am I my body or am I my art? Are you actually tuning in for my artistry, or are you just tuning in to see me bounce some dick or ass? And I feel like that's a detriment, because when it comes to sex kitten persona within music, we usually see it done, especially in female rap, because they're doing a Jezebel archetype, built body, like the Nicki Minaj doll kind of thing. It's like they have the banging body, they have the sexual lyrics, but they also have the I'm that bitch lyrics. So it kind of resonates with both men who find them sexually attractive, with women that feel like I'm that bitch and I'm sexy, and with gay men who tend to hype up female artists. But when you do the reverse as a gay man, not a lot of heterosexual men and women are gonna be like, yeah, I suck that dick and eat his hoe. It's like, that's not, it's basically, like I said, it's pandering to a minority within a minority, and that's why the music itself isn't taking off. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to change your artistry. It's more so I've seen time and time again that talented musicians, especially black and brown gay people, they make this music, they rap, they sing, they can dance, but they're not getting the opportunity because of how they market the music, but also because of how sexualized the community is, because it goes to show that somebody can, oh, I love this song when you're bouncing your dick to it, but if you're just putting out your artistry, they don't care. Because I've seen that time and time again with I Am Mark. I think that's his handle. I see his stuff pop up on the timeline as well. He would post his music video, 300 likes at most. He posted a video of him bouncing his dick to the song, 2,000 likes. It's very blatant. And I don't necessarily know how to combat that kind of thing, because that also happened with Rome Flynn. If you don't know who that is the boy from How to Give Away a Murder. He was recently in Chloe Bailey's music video. Have mercy. Go watch that. But essentially, no one listens to his music. They just come to like his pictures. And he's blatantly said that. He said, I don't understand what a support is for the music. And he was blocking bitches that was saying, we just want to look at you because you're pretty. Like, a lot of people have pretty privilege and that'll get them in. But when it comes to artistry, that doesn't retain. Like, if you noticed, when pretty bitches such as like Saweetie, when she came onto the scene, she wasn't rapping that well. She couldn't rap whatsoever, but she was pretty, so that drew people in. She worked and stepped her pen up. She's an okay rapper now. Don't drag Saweetie in this. She's an okay rapper now, and now she has retention and a fan base. That's usually how it goes. Let's say for Lil Nas X, when he infiltrated the music industry, he did not come out right with, oh yeah, I suck dick and I put a, what did he say? I put a child in your mouth when I write it. He didn't start off like that. He had to infiltrate the music industry. Once he had a big hit, then he was able to actually come out as gay. And as we can see, even with that process, there's a large pushback from homophobia within the industry. So it's not about changing your artistry, but knowing that if you pander to a minority within a minority, your music is not going to take off. Because there's 7 Deep. He's a really good rapper. He's a gay black rapper. He's really good, but all of his songs are about sucking dick and my ass so good, and it's just, even I don't always want to listen to, yeah, I'm sucking dick and ooh, he eating my ass is so sweet. It's just, it needs versatility. And that's not saying that these performers don't have versatility, but it's just the route of music that they're going to is extremely niche. And now it's gonna slowly become flooded, because now we have like 6 different gay rappers talking about sucking dick and eating ass. Like, there's another one. He went viral for doing a remix to some song. I don't even remember his name because he was just talking about sucking dick. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, but that could also be the question of, okay, well, female rappers do it too. But like I said, in that degree, because I understand what you're gonna say, female rappers do it and they can get away with it. And that's understandable just because they have a broader audience that they're doing it to. As a gay man, as a bisexual man, as an LGBT member, if you are making niche music about sucking guy dick as a guy, only gay to bisexual men are going to be attracted to that music, and then it's going to be dwindled down into people that actually like the sound of it. But yeah, that was the video. Definitely drop your opinions down below. How do you feel about gay men marketing their artistry via sex appeal? How do you feel about gay musicians all going the route of Sex Kitten and trying to mimic female rappers in their delivery, their flow, and the lyrics that they're putting into their music? Do you think that it's their fault because they're pandering to a minority within a minority niche audience? Or do you think it's the homophobia within the industry that's stopping them from truly taking off? Drop your opinions down below. This is no shade. Before anybody tries to tag somebody or send somebody a video, this is no shade to none of these men. They're all beautiful. I would eat every one of their asses. This is not shade. This is just a blatant conversation about how they're marketing to a very niche audience and then claiming homophobia when they don't blow up And it's just not the case, in my opinion. Yeah, homophobia is in the industry, but you're going niche. Why am I not big? In my opinion. But yeah, drop your opinions down below. Let's have a discussion. Boop. And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.